Hi, my name is Alyssa Kynard, and this is my final project on the community health topic. For my introduction, the community I chose to do my research on is Paulding County. I chose this area because I actually live here. I grew up about 25 minutes from where I currently live now. Both locations are in Paulding County. My parents live here, and my in-laws also live here in Paulding County. And I liked this area and was very interested in what I could find about the area I actually live in. In part two, the average annual income per household in Paulding County is about $74,154. Compared to the United States, this average income is actually higher. I was not actually surprised about the amount of the average household income. Some of the areas here in Paulding County have a very high income and are very wealthy areas. And some areas are kind of poor if you get a little further out away from the downtown areas. So they kind of even each other out, making the average around 74,000. At least 90% of people in Paulding County have graduated from high school. Having such a high graduation rate matches with the annual household income. Higher incomes usually mean a higher education level. There are many different K through 12 school systems in Paulding County. There are north, south, east, and just Paulding County systems. There are two community colleges in Paulding County, Chattahoochee Technical College and Georgia Highlands. The average tuition for both colleges are about $3,000 to $4,500. The tuition for these schools are significantly lower compared to some colleges in surrounding counties. Having higher graduation rates typically mean the area is a higher income area. Having a higher income area means there is a higher amount of people who have health insurance. Having an area with higher health insurance rates means that there are more healthy people in the area. Paulding County Health Department offers many different public health services, ranging from immunizations, pregnancies, family planning, WIC, breast and cervical cancer program, child health, kids safety, STD screening, and many more. I live in an area that offers free health services to people who are in need. These programs are aimed for the lower income areas in Paulding County. I am proud to live in an area that supports the other people who are in need. In Paulding County, there are very few sources of public transportation. Paulding Transit is a public service of the Paulding County Board of Commissioners. Passengers are picked up and transported to destinations such as Department of Family and Children Services, doctor's offices, employment, health department, pharmacies, shopping areas, and the hospital. Having these forms of transportation in this county is great. It is more likely for people to get the health care that they need, and it also means people are more likely to get the supplies that they need as well. The top 3 roads in the county with the highest volume of traffic are Dallas-Ackworth Highway, Bill Caruth, and Cedar Crest Road. These roads are surrounded by heavy population and are the main roadways to most interstates or residential areas. I learned about the roadways in Paulding County. I learned that the heaviest traffic are on roads close to larger neighborhoods. Most of these large neighborhoods are in the more wealthy area of Paulding County. The crime rate scale is 1 being low crime to 100 being bad crime. In Dallas, Georgia, in 2018, the crime rate was 13.3. In Georgia, the crime rate was 32.5. In the United States, the crime rate was 22.7. The crime rate is not very high compared to the state's crime. The crime rate is not high enough to fear being outside alone, and it's actually a peaceful area with very light traffic. In Part 3, I learned about the crime rates, traffic, and roadways in Paulding County. Before this project, I did not know who exactly fixed the roads in Paulding County. They just kind of magically got fixed. I also was unaware of the crime rate in my area. It's a little worse than I was expecting. I do feel somewhat safe going to places by myself, but I do get very nervous when I go to places by myself with my kids. In this section, I did it specifically on my neighborhood that I live in currently. The rating on the neighborhood was low for features such as sidewalks or crosswalks, and I'm honestly okay with that because the neighborhood I live in is very quiet and small. There's not much traffic and it seems very safe. I did learn in this section that based off of my neighborhood, the average age is about 78 years old that someone would live to due to the conditions of the area, which is actually pretty high. I did enjoy this project. I learned a lot about where I grew up and where I live. I'm honestly not surprised at some of the results and the information I found about Paulding County. It seems to be a great area to be in. The county does a lot to help people who are in need, and those are in need of health care are able to receive health care and transportation if they need it. And here are my references. Thank you so much.